What if we could find an effective way for more people to find their full potential? According to Maslow's hierarchy of needs and articles written on it, only 2% of people ever find this self-actualization. How can we collectively connect with our self-awareness that allows us to find who we are and what we are meant to do in this world? Better yet, how can we do this without allowing fear and anxiety to get the best of us? Through research on simplypsychology.org, ADAA.org, HHS.gov, sleepassociation.org, and health.harvard.edu, I was able to find a lot of information on causes and solutions to how we can overcome this more effectively. First, I wanted to give a little background on Maslow's hierarchy of needs. The most simple form shows 5 tiers, 4 of these being needs that we need to meet in order to reach this 5th tier, which is what we strive for, what we want, what we crave to have in our lives. And we have to meet these 4 tiers in order to really have the motivation to reach this 5th one. And there's some variation there because everybody is different. But that 5th tier is what allows us to reach our full potential. Some of the factors that keep us from reaching this self-actualization in America is, 1, we are extremely busy. We live a fast-paced, instant gratification life where we don't slow down and focus in on this hierarchy of needs. We have anxiety and depression flooding our country, with more than 40 million adults in the United States ages 18 and older, or 18.1% of the population every year, that are facing anxiety and depression. Major depression, depressive disorder, affects more than 16.1 million American adults. We have obesity and health, which is typical for Americans to exceed the recommended intake of our added sugars and our sodium, our refined grains, our calories. And along with that, we have more than 80% of adults who don't meet the guidelines for our aerobic and our muscle strengthening activities. We don't have good sleep habits. Insomnia is one of the most common sleep disorders among Americans, with about 30% of adults who have at least short-term insomnia. Through simplypsychology.org, I have learned that Maslow's hierarchy of needs shows us that most behaviors are multi-motivated, which means that they all kind of work hand in hand with each other. And only a small amount of people are really able to activate this self-actualization, because that kind of requires some uncommon qualities such as independence, awareness, creativity, originality, and the hardest one, courage. It's really hard for us to know what we're looking for and what path to choose. And how do we really connect with ourselves to find what we're looking for? One effective solution that everyone should begin practicing on a daily basis is yoga. Some effective solutions from doing yoga are being able to stay in the present moment and clear your head. The application of yoga was founded in the 20th century for its therapeutic services, and being able to take advantage of our psychophysiological benefits from doing yoga. It increases flexibility, coordination, strength, among many other mental improvements. We've seen a decrease in anxiety and in depression, and we see lower distress, lower blood pressure, and improvements in mood and metabolism. Doing yoga allows us to boost positive feelings, and being able to do poses such as for positive feelings, being able to open up the chest and open up the body and really accept that positive energy and avoid that fight or flight response that our body is so used to turning on. Yoga keeps us staying active and promotes good health. It's customizable, and especially for example with older people, in improving the risk of osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. It gives us balance and focus and endurance. It also has shown to improve our sleep cycles. So there's been a decrease in people having insomnia whenever they practice yoga. I have personally been affected by a major depression in the last several years of my life, and it has been a long journey to becoming healthy again and getting to a spot where I'm comfortable with myself and my place in this world. When I was reading Maslow's hierarchy of needs, I was pleasantly surprised by how far along I've come. I credit a lot of this to my consistent yoga practices. Every solution and statistic that I have provided is something that I was positively impacted by after beginning my yoga routine. If everyone followed this daily routine, they would see a difference too in every facet of their life.